Hi guys, I'm KlystromFPV, and today we're gonna take a look at the popular ImpulseRC Apex frame. The Apex is undoubtedly made famous by Mr. Steele last year when he made the switch from his old Alien, so it stands to reason that manufacturers out there would try to clone this frame. And I was gonna do a budget build, so I figured I would try this out since clones should be cheap, and the original Apex looks to be a very good frame. And right here, we have the cheapest Apex clone I can find. This is a steel 5-inch from Banggood and it's only $24 US. At this price point, there's of course a lot of things that needs to be sacrificed. So let's find out that after all this cost saving, is it still a good frame? Or if it's not a good frame, is it still worth buying? After this message from our sponsor, My Wallet. My Wallet makes it painful for you to buy anything so that you can cry every time you buy something. Check it out in your pants after the video. Here, we have all the content from the packaging. It comes in this flimsy little package like this, but honestly, ImpulseRC's packaging isn't much to write home about anyway, so I'll give this a pass. From the contents perspective, right off the box, we have the usual stuff like screws, press nuts, standoffs, top plate, arms, 2 bottom plates, the camera plates, and the battery pad. Right off the bat, there are some things missing here compared to the original. It's missing the plastic pieces. Most notably are the signature skids. Also missing here are the chin guards and the VTX antenna mount. I'm sure there are other stuff missing, so do let me know down in the comments below what else are missing. If you haven't noticed by now, I don't have the original Apex to compare with, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison. What I can say is these carbon plates looks okay for a frame from Banggood. The original Apex, if I remember from the pictures, have their edges chamfered, which gives them a more premium feel, and that is of course missing from these. Also, even without assembling this, it's pretty much certain that the manufacturing tolerances is not going to be as good as the original if you get it from ImpulseRC. That meant that these things are not going to fit as snugly, and that is a compromise that you have to live with. So let's try to assemble this frame and I'll walk you through the build experience. Okay, first off, there's no manual, but that is to be expected from something from Banggood, I guess. But I do have experience building their other frames, so let's see how this goes. Alright, first off, I want to tackle this should be the bottom plates, and these are the arms. Okay. Oh wait, no, I should start from the front because the front plate should be the one at the bottom. Okay, so first thing, the press nuts doesn't actually fit into the hole they're supposed to, the press nut I think is supposed to go into. So that's one indication of quality of these kind of frames. But it's nothing too big, so let's just carry on. Again guys, I'm not gonna Loctite this yet, so because I'm probably gonna have to rebuild it again after this, so yeah. Okay. Right off the bat, another piece is missing. So in the original Apex, if I remember correctly, when these two, the 4 arms hold together, there's a gap right between here. And in the original Apex, there's one, I guess it's called the Apex for that, but there's going to be an Apex piece that's in here to make sure that all 4 arms are snugly secured and there will be no wiggle room. But that piece is again not is again missing from the clone. And judging by the construction, I'm guessing these should be the holes for the stack, and I guess it should be secured right in this fashion. And yeah, and that is not a good, way to mount things because Alright, so this is with all the arms installed. So this is roughly what it looks like. Probably looks a lot different than the original, original Alien. Stiffness, yeah, I mean, it's actually quite stiff, even without that apex piece right in the middle to lock these four arms together. Okay, so here I have all the standoffs installed. So this is the front and that is the back. Okay, so if you can see, the longer standoffs goes in the front and the shorter ones at the back. Alright, so next off is, I'm guessing we can install the front camera plates. So that should go around here. Okay, so how does this go? So in the original Apex, there's one plate behind here for you to mount the the voltage converter or the BEC, if you will. So I'm guessing this part should be facing the back, and this is the front. However, I'm seeing a little bit of a funny design here. See? You see this piece? Get it focus. Okay, so usually in a frame, the bottom has two slots. Okay, and let's check the top. Oh, so the top only has one slot. So that meant that, see this piece right here? There's two keys right here, but only one at the top. So yeah, that is a peculiar way to do things. But let's try. Alright, so I've more or less completed the assembly. So the only thing left is the battery pad, which I will probably do it later when I actually install everything in. I'm not too happy about the camera plate mount here. See, I've already tightened down all the top plate screw and the bottom plate screw that's connected to the standoffs, and the manufacturing tolerances here isn't that great. See, there's a lot of slack here before and after this, this key thing. Same goes to both sides, and also in the bottom there are slacks as well. And it doesn't help that this camera plate only have 3 keys, which is in itself, I'm personally thinking that this is not enough to secure the camera in place. Okay, so look at this. Okay, over at this side, is slightly better. I mean, there are some resistance over here, but not on this side. Over at this side, it's just flapping in the wind. Okay, so that's probably gonna cause some camera shaking issues, but maybe that'll get better once you get a camera in. So we'll see about that. Okay, and other than that, looking at the bright side, you get a frame that is quite strong, no flex, and that should fly quite well. And at the back, you get this hole which you can use to tie down the VTX antenna, since they do not provide this plastic piece in the middle for you to do so. And also they brought forward some features that are found in the original Apex, such as, this hole for the Immortal T, and this 20 by 20 stack hole for you to mount something like the Rush Tank Mini. Okay, or if there isn't enough space in the center to mount both the flight controller and the 4-in-1 ESC, the 20 by 20 flight controller can be mounted at the back. Alright, that is going to be my review for the Steel 5-inch ImpulseRC Apex clone. If you like this video, give it a like and share it with your FPV buddies. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you will buy this frame, or does it compromise too much and you would just rather buy the genuine product instead. Oh, and subscribe to the channel for the budget build, which is coming up next, and more awesome contents just like this. I do flight videos, tutorials, and reviews. Again, this is KlystromFPV, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.